Hey everyone, Dr. Nuesse from EasyDOTphysicals.com back again with another video. In this video, we're talking specifically about the vision component of the DOT, the Department of Transportation physical. So if you are concerned about your vision, about your eyes when going in to get your DOT physical performed, this will be the right video for you. So we're going to talk about the different components of the vision exam that you must complete, that you must pass in order to pass the DOT physical, and your options if you don't meet the standard as set forth by the Department of Transportation. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first thing that I do when I'm performing a DOT physical for the vision component is I have the driver, the patient, read a Snellen chart. This is the eye chart that's on the wall, that's in every doctor's office. And that is placed 20 feet away from the individual. Now, sometimes in my DOT physical videos, I will show the vision test using a small Snellen chart where I can be closer to the patient, the driver. And that's just because that shows up better on camera. It's harder to film something that you have to stand 20 feet away from. But what will happen is you will stand 20 feet away from that Snellen chart. And in one eye, so you'll cover one eye, you read from the top, and you have to at least get to the 20/40 line. And then you will cover the other eye, and you will read from the top, and you have to at least get to the 20/40 line. And then both eyes open, you read from the top, and you have to get at least to the 20/40 line. So the Department of Transportation standard is that you have at least 20/40 vision. You can read down at least to the 20/40 line. Now you can go below that, but at least the 20/40 line is what is required in one eye, in the other eye, and both eyes together. All right, the next thing that I will do, the next component of the vision standard for the Department of Transportation physical is being able to identify the color red, the color green, and the color amber, the colors of a traffic light. Amber is often times called yellow in my office, and that is completely acceptable. So what will happen very simply is I will hold something up that is red, I will hold something up that is green, and I will hold something up that is yellow or amber, and the driver has to be able to identify correctly each of those colors. And the final component, the final thing that I do when I'm performing the vision evaluation on a driver is we have to check your peripheral vision. That is your side vision. So what I will have a driver do is they have to stare straight forward. Often I will be standing in front of them. I will just say, stare at this button here. They have to keep their eyes locked on my button. I will put my finger behind their head and I will bring my finger around. And as soon as they see my finger, they will raise their hand or they will say, stop. Now, what has to happen, the standard that they have to meet, is they have to see my finger before it is past 70 degrees of their field of vision. So straight across your field of vision, that would be 90 degrees. A little bit past that would be 80 degrees. Past that would be 70 degrees. And we're estimating here. And then you get like out here, we're talking 60 degrees, 50 degrees, that kind of thing. So what you have to do is be able to catch my finger and say, stop, before I get past 70 degrees. And that's in one eye and that's in the other eye. You have to meet the standard. The vision standard has to be met in both eyes. All right, so if you pass all of those very simple vision tests, then you've passed the vision component of the DOT physical, and we will simply move on to the next test. But what if you don't meet those standards? What if you cover one eye and you can go to the 20/40 line, but your other eye, maybe you had an injury on, or it's just not quite as strong as your other eye. You cover that eye and you can't quite get to the 20/40 line. Or what if you can recognize my finger right at 80 or 90 degrees on this side, but I'm all the way out here before you can see my finger on this side? Well, the FMCSA, the Department of Transportation Standards, states that you need to meet the standard in both eyes. But recently, the FMCSA, the Department of Transportation, introduced the alternative vision standard, which I have done a complete video on. I won't explain all of it here. I'll just give you the basics. I'll link that video up here again if you are concerned about only passing the vision test in one eye or having one bad eye. But what we can do if you only pass in one eye is we can send you to a vision specialist, an optometrist, an ophthalmologist, and they can fill out a specific exam form, again, set by the Department of Transportation, the FMCSA. And if they feel that your vision is stable and that you've had enough time to adapt around the visual condition, the vision impairment that you might have in one eye, then they can fill this form out, and then we can use that, the medical examiner can use that then to certify you. The only difference is, again, that your certification will be only good for 1 year. Again, check out that video. Again, I'll link it up here for the complete information about the alternative vision standard. So that is the vision exam for the Department of Transportation physical. Please ask me any questions that you have before going in to get your physical performed in the comments section of this video. Check out the description of this video for our location if you're in the Cincinnati or Northern Kentucky area. And until next time, everybody, stay safe.